Hey guys, we have another tips and tricks video, and this time we'll cover Australia. The location in general has a combination of fast sections in the open field areas and slower sections in the forest areas where there are many turns. You can easily fall off the road if you're not careful in these forest areas. The roads are mostly gravel, but there are some tarmac roads as well, and for the most parts, once you go from gravel to tarmac, you want to slow down a bit before you push the power, because you won't have too much grip on tarmac when you've just driven gravel. Like many other locations, being fast in high-speed sections will gain you a lot of time, and in slower sections it's all about not making too many mistakes or hitting any walls or obstacles that can cost you time, so keep that in mind. I will demonstrate a run in the Australia 1995 scenario in the Colin McRae DLC, driving the Subaru Impreza 1995. This specific stage I'm about to show you will appear 3 times during the Flatout journey, while you'll also drive it with the Impreza S4 Rally, so you will see to this stage plenty of times. I will be playing with the DualShock 4 controller, with manual transmission, I have all assists off, and I have clutch override on. So let's get into the run. Alright, let's get this thing started. There's going to be a corner here, a tight corner. So you want to go up to 3rd gear, and then go down to 2nd gear, let a handbrake, a little bit of clutch maybe. Just a little bit of weight transfer here. Go down to 2nd gear, handbrake. Manage your throttle here. Don't go full throttle. Manage your throttle. Use a little bit of the weight. A little bit of the weight here. And here you want to use a little bit of the weight. Lift a little bit. Here's a small jump. And once you get to the tarmac location here, just push the throttle. So just push it 100%. Just steer it. Don't lift. Just keep pushing. Go up to 6th gear here. Go down to 5th gear, 4th gear, brake a little bit. You want to start braking once you get down to 4th gear. Do some small brakes. I'm running no ABS here, so I have to be careful with braking too hard. So I brake a little earlier. But I brake around once I get down to 4th gear. So around here I'm in 4th gear, so I brake a little bit before the 30 kilometer. Brake a little bit, and once you've done the braking, then you can lift, and if it's necessary, just keep lifting and steer to the right, obviously. Go down to 3rd gear. Use a little bit of weight transfer here. There's going to be a jump here, so be careful. You want to stay in 4th gear and go up to 5th gear, then go down to 4th gear immediately after the jump, or during the jump. And here, once you land, you don't want to brake, you just want to lift and steer to the right. Lift, steer to the right. Don't brake. This one I could have done a little better. Usually I'm at the edge of the road, close to the edge of the road. You don't want to go too much to the left, because then you'll hit the wall. Fourth gear, lift, steer. And here we're gonna get into some high-speed section, so just keep the throttle. You want to go up all the way to 6th gear for a little while. Even though I'm saying push the gas, you have to manage your throttle control. So be anywhere from 60 to 100% full throttle. You just have to, you get the feel for the car once you've tried this stage for a couple of times. But you want to go fast, but you also want to manage your throttle. Sometimes you just want to lift a little bit. Go down to 5th gear here. Sometimes it's okay to lift. There's a little bit of corners, then you lift a little bit, and then you push the gas again. Requires a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. So go down to 2nd gear when you get to the corner. So here I hit the back end of my car, so you have to be careful with the right side. Do a little bit of handbraking. brake before this corner and then turn, using the handbrake, of course. Use a little bit of clutch too, so you can get early on the power, build the revs. And here is important is you stay on the right side of the road. You don't want to hit the wall. Like this is a common mistake. Exactly. Go to 5th gear. Once you get here, and then stay in 5th gear. Go down to 2nd gear and turn early. Because if you don't turn early enough, you will hit some obstacles or something like that on the right side when you enter the corner, and that can sometimes ruin a bit of your run. So be careful with that. This is why I do an early turn. I use the handbrake and I use the clutch a little bit, clutch kicking, also just to get a better slide. Early turn. Stay in 3rd gear. Go down to 2nd gear here. I'm going way too wide. You should be a little more closer to the apex, to the corner. Go way too wide. And go to 5th gear. Here. Then go down to 4th gear again. And just lift. The important thing to do here is just lift. So lift and then steer. Maybe brake a little bit before you get to this corner. Go down 3rd gear. 3rd gear, brake, turn. Stay in 3rd gear until you get to this turn. Then you could go up to 4th gear. Go to 5th gear. Stay in 5th gear. And then go down to 2nd gear here once you get to this corner. And go down up to 3rd gear. So here you want to be careful because you can hit the wall as well once you get to this forest area. Which is why you need to turn, you need to use the handbrake when you do this turn. And you can stay in 3rd gear, but just go down to 2nd gear just to be safe, just so you don't hit the wall. Exactly. Stay in 4th gear. Just lift a little bit while turning, lift a little bit while you're turning. And then hold on the power again. Stay in 5th gear. Here you want to be careful. You want to lift a little bit and then steer to the right. To the right a little bit so you can line it up. A little small jump here. You know, I wasn't lining it up too good. So you want to stay in the middle. I'm going too much to the right side, so I have to lift even more. But it's okay. 2nd gear. So there are 2 corners coming up here. 2 consecutive corners. So you do the handbrake turn here, use the clutch, and another turn to the right, and use the clutch and the handbrake again. Handbrake, clutch, handbrake, clutch. Hard on the power. Go down to 4th gear and turn. It's going to be another similar turn here. Here you want to go down 3rd gear just to be safe. Just so you don't hit anything. And then hard on the power again. And then lift. You need to be careful. Once you get over the bridge, you need to do a slight turn so you can't push the power too hard here. And then back at it again. Go down to 3rd gear again once you get here. We're going uphill. Be careful here, there's going to be a corner again, so go down to 3rd gear, I think, or 2nd, I think. Just go down to 2nd gear. Do a slight turn. Use the handbrake as well if necessary. So we're getting close to some high-speed section again. But this high-speed section, you can clearly fall off the road. So you want to manage your throttle. Sometimes you want to lift longer. So it's okay to lift sometimes. Lift. You can see where my gear is at. I'm in 5th gear. You see the light there? So you can see when I'm lifting actually. So pay close to attention to how I'm lifting, or the better point is how when I'm lifting. So I'm not pushing the throttle all the way all the time. Sometimes I'm pushing it when I have the opportunity in these high speed sections, but I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to fall off the road. So I'm lifting sometimes. You see? Look at my steering wheel. Look in the middle. I'm lifting a bit sometimes. On here I'm lifting a little longer, and then I'm pushing it again. And here you want to be careful again. You're gonna head to a 90-degree corner. So here you just want to lift a little bit and then go down a couple gears, brake, and then do a handbrake turn. You want to do the handbrake turn either on 2nd gear or 1st gear. I'm doing it in 2nd gear. Don't use the clutch, just use the handbrake. Here you want to be careful. There's another turn here, so I went down to 2nd gear just to get a better rotation. Here you want to go down to 2nd gear again once you get close to the corner. I've hit the fences here a couple of times, so just be careful. You want to be careful of the fences once you get to this area. There are lots of fences. Be careful with the fence. So here again, be careful with the fence. Be careful you don't hit the fence in front of you. Hard on the power. Go down to 5th gear again. And then just lift, turn, and then hard on the power. A little bit of a jump. Once you get to the tarmac location, that's when you want to slow down. So you want to go down all the way to 4th gear and then just brake a little bit before you get to the corner. Because you can slide too much here and you'll just be wasted. Yeah. Go down 5th, 4th, and brake a little bit, and turn. I think you need to be careful of the fences here again, in front of you, when you're turning and you're looking at the right side. You want to be careful of the fences there. So sometimes just lift. If necessary, brake before the fences, before the turn. I just lift, I don't brake. Hard on the power. Another corner here you want to be careful of. You want to be careful you don't hit anything. It's pretty narrow here, you see? Where you can see the edges and the fences, the combination of the edge and the fence. So the edges are on the right side and the fences are on the left side. So this area is a bit close, a bit narrow. So you want to be careful here. This can cause you a run. So just lift or brake. And we're gonna head to a tarmac location with a 90-degree corner. Here you just want to stay on the road and turn. Sometimes when you cut too much, you can hit something, and then yeah, you will lose a lot of time, is all I can say. I've done it a few times. I try to cut, but I don't do it too much anymore. I just stay on the road. So here you could cut through the grass. If you're lucky, nothing will happen to you. But if you do it wrong, you might hit the flags or something like that, or an obstacle. And yeah, you'll lose a lot of time. So I usually just stay on the road now. I go all the way to 1st gear here. Handbrake. Yeah, almost lost control there. Get to the tarmac, slow down a little bit. Handbrake corner, handbrake turn. You can either do it in 1st gear or 2nd gear. So we get into some gravel again. So be careful of the fences again on the left side. Once you get a little bit to the turn in front of you. Yeah, I was being extra careful here. You be careful of the fences here as well. This is a sharp turn, so either go down to second gear or third gear. I just stayed in third gear, I think. Yeah, I hit the fence a little bit, so maybe you should go down to second gear and just slow it down. Tarmac location, you wanna slow down again. Go to third gear, lift, turn, brake. Yeah. Hard on the power. We're getting close to another 90-degree corner on the right side. And on this corner, if you want to get a fast exit, use the handbrake and the clutch. If you just want to do the safe route, then just use the handbrake a little bit and then gas it up again. But here I use the clutch as well, just to get a fast exit. And do it in second gear. So here you just want to manage your throttle. You can very quickly lose your balance, your stability here. So just manage your throttle. Don't go full throttle. Stay in fourth gear. A little bit of weight transfer. And then go up to fifth gear. And then push it a little bit. Not yet. There's going to be a gate here. Get over the gate, get past the gate, and then push it. I go to sixth gear here, as you can see. But even though I'm in sixth gear, and it looks like, it is a high-speed section. We're almost at the finish line. So this final section, you wanna gas up, you wanna push the pedal, but don't push the pedal all the time. Sometimes it's okay just to lift slightly, just so you don't lose control, because this can be hard if you just push it all the way. So don't push it all the way. Manage your throttle, but be around like 70 to 100% throttle. So once I get to sixth gear, that's when it's about to get fast. Sixth gear, it's fast now, but I'm managing my throttle. I'm lifting a little bit. And once you get here, there's a slight turn. What I do is I just lift a little bit. I go down to fifth gear first, just so I can slow a little bit down, and then I just lift and go through the corner. The corner is very fast. It's a fast corner. It's not a sharp corner or anything, not at all. It doesn't even look like a corner sometimes when you're driving, but it is a slight corner. That's what I would call it. Start over again. Once we get here, there's a slight corner here. I lift a little bit. I stayed in fifth gear, and I push it. Get that fast time. And that was the run. So let's see what was time. What was our time? 6:47. 9:92. That's a fast run. It's like, yeah, 48, 6:48 if we have to round up. So that is a decent time. The thing with this stage, the reason why this stage is very important is because you're going to drive the stage like 3 times in this Colin McRae scenario. So once on this stage, and the second time is in the 1997 Australia Championship. So the multi-stage is like, I think it's like a 5-stage scenario or something. It's the longest scenario in the whole game. And you will drive this stage twice in that same championship. Funny enough. So it's a good thing to know the stage and know the car. Know how much you can push. So once you get familiar with this one, you will drive it 3 times. So you will get plenty of practice. But yeah, let me show you my DS4 settings. So copy all of this. It's the same as every time, but I'm just gonna show you anyways. So just pause if I was going too fast. And the input bindings. Again, just pause if it's going too fast. I don't even know if it's necessary to show you this, but I'm just gonna show you it because just so I've done that. Let's see here. Manual transmission, ABS off, stability control off, traction control off. So every assist off. That's how you're gonna set the fast times. But you can still use some assists if you're more comfortable that way. You can still set a fast time with assist on. The risk will be a little lower, I guess, but if you really want fast times, then it's without any assists. And the Subaru Impreza is not that hard to drive without any assists. If this was a rear-wheel drive, I could understand, but it's not that hard to drive this one, not in my opinion. But yeah, that was the run, and those were the settings and option button mapping. So I thank you for watching once again. I hope this has been useful for you, and I'll see you again next time.